So I had this idea. It's the start of the month, which means people are moving, and I've got new neighbors. So I wanted to give them a little housewarming gift by going to a few local shops, asking those owners to write a welcome to the neighborhood note, and then buying something from those shops too. You know, kind of create some community, some connections. I'm not doing that much. It's not like I think I'm changing the world or anything, but we could use some more positivity around. Hey, how's it going? Wanted to give you a warm welcome. I got you something from the neighborhood. You know, every business needs a slogan or like a brand mission. And I kind of share a lot around Vancouver and about Vancouver and what it's like for me to live here. But I also try to do it in a really positive light, because I mean, that's just how I feel most of the time. I'm not faking things, I'm just generally positive. And the other day I had lunch with my friend Matt, another creator from Vancouver, also DownieLive's video editor, one of his editors. And he helped me come up with the phrase, happy to be here. And we're not the first people to say that phrase. It's just like, it kind of like sums me up and how I feel when I'm making content, posting it, editing it, responding to everything. Relaxed, but positive, you know? Happy to be here. So I think that's gonna be like, kind of like a channel slogan going forward. If you got the same personality, hey, then like we're growing a community here. And if you're happy to be here, I would love to hear it from you. If you wanna help me out with the YouTube algorithm, you know, a like and a comment, they go a long way, they really do. Now let me introduce you to someone. This is Moolah, the money tree. And a leaf just fell off. This was my old roommate's tree. The tree almost died last time it was moved, so I'm trying to save it. Only when I was doing my research did I learn that money trees, people buy them for like good health, good wealth, and fortune. So this tree is gonna make me some money. It actually hasn't been doing too well. As you can see up here, it's like some of the trees have died on it. I'm trying my best as a plant dad, okay? If you have money tree tips, I am all ears. You know, like 2 years ago, I would have said, I'm more of a pessimist than an optimist, which is very different from me now. I think a big reason was a little dark over there. A big reason for that is the change is just because of like all the books that I've read. 2 years ago, I would have been like, reading a book? Like, bruh, I have 10 million things I would rather do. I still kind of do that, but I see the value in books and like the knowledge. There's two types of people. There are the players and there are the victims. Get out of here. By victims, I don't mean like people who have had stuff happen to them. It's just like players are the ones who get up and they want to try stuff, they want to do stuff. The half is glass, I mean, the glass is half empty type of people. And you can have one conversation with someone and figure out which they are. People think about it subconsciously every time you talk with them. So I've been trying to be more conscious about it. Even though I'm generally positive, still thinking about it more. I don't know about you, but I'm trying to be a player. Not that kind of player, but like, you know what I'm saying. Gonna head downtown, go to Joe's co-working space, see some friends, and get positive. I'm just kidding. This video turned a little bit more preachy positivity than I meant. We're just having a good time. That's all.
I've been playing out a lot of hypotheticals in my mind. I've been writing your name down next to mine. Been imagining all the things you and I could.
This is Michael, also known as DownieLive.
Adam, you have a good-looking audience.
Oh, so kind, so kind. You may already know him, but I have a question for you. You're one of the most positive and energetic people I know.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just in the videos. No, it's also in real life. But do you have a routine or something that gets you to be your best you? Or are you just like built like this?
I don't have a routine to answer your question, but I'm not always 10 out of 10. It's definitely ride it, take my moments to relax, be calm. I don't have a routine. I literally get up at different hours. I'm so sorry if that's ruining your habit video.
This interview is over.
Yeah. Be yourself and surround yourself with the people that energize you. That makes it easier, like when we're in a space like this. And when I work at home alone, I don't talk all day.
And this is Matt, another talented creator who happens to edit for Michael. What about you when you're down bad? How do you get out of that like a funk?
For me, it's just sleep. It used to be whenever I was really anxious or didn't know what to do with an edit or something and stressed.
Maybe do you have like a system now, more of a system?
Specifically for work.
Yeah, for work or
Yeah.
for editing or for whatever it was that overwhelmed you kind of?
Yeah.
Well, you're doing some content like that on your own channel, right? So I'm gonna link
Getting
his stuff below his social accounts. So if you want to hear more of Matt's positivity and tips and tricks, then go follow him. Oh, wait, what are you doing there? about the rude people in Vancouver stigma. If you don't know what I'm talking about, people in Canada, Canadian people, they're supposed to be nice, right? Let me hold the door for you, or let me help you with that. Sorry. But I saw one of those public interview videos the other day in Vancouver, and a guy was asking people, hey, do you like the people in Vancouver? And a lot of the answers were like, no, it's just like everyone says they're all rude. And yes, I was personally offended by that a little. As you can tell, I'm talking about it now. There's this perception that people in Vancouver are like kind of snotty or like think that they're like better than everyone else. And I've had those experiences, but I say this about everywhere, is that there's good people every place or everywhere, and there's bad people in every place. So overall, I would say yes and no. I don't think people are overly rude here or overly nice. Like, people hold the door for each other pretty much everywhere, but if you walk by someone on the sidewalk, you usually don't say anything. They don't really acknowledge you. But in my building, when I walk by people I know, every day we say, hey, what's up? How's it going? You start a conversation. But I think that's just the thing about bigger cities. Vancouver isn't that big, but the more people in an area, the less connected you kind of are, because there's just so many people, you can't be in touch with everyone. One of the only things that makes me feel like 5 to 10 times better each day is sweating. That sounds terrible. That sounds gross the way I just put it, but my to-do list, I have a to-do list of things I have to do every day, and every day there's one that has to be checked, and it just says sweat. Obviously that means like workout. I'm gonna pull up a workout video to follow along with. I don't always follow them, but like it gives you rhythm to go along with. It's days where I get an early start, work out in the morning, get stuff done in the morning. That being positive and just like having a ton of energy is just effortless. You get your own stuff out of the way and you're like, I'm ready for anything. That's gonna be us today. Join me. Frat boy mode engaged, look at me. You're doing great. Positive affirmations for the planet. So, being active alongside less time on my phone, which is hard, obviously, like doing social media stuff, posting reels, recording, but more like less time on social media. Everyone knows what screen time is, right? Let's all do this together. Let's type in screen time on our phones and expose ourselves. Or at least I'm gonna expose myself. What is my average daily screen time? The reason I'm bringing this one up is because sometimes we get in that trap on TikTok or Instagram or whatever it is for half an hour, and it might just be me, but after I spend half an hour or some time like that on my phone, I just get like brain fog afterwards. Like I just lose all motivation. There's no purpose in life almost. It's not that extreme, but it's like I don't have a drive to go and do stuff. My average for the week, it was 5 hours and 20 minutes. And that's what it is like most weeks. And I'm not proud of it. You know, some of it is work. Most of it is like work stuff that I'm doing, but there's also Instagram here for 1 hour and 45 minutes a day. Maybe half hour of that is work, but that's still an hour a day on Instagram. I don't know about you guys, but I have the time limits on different apps. So like TikTok is 15 minutes a day, Instagram 15 minutes a day. Obviously I am surpassing that. And you know it's bad when I have a timer on LinkedIn. That's how much I'm trying to go on social media, is I'm going on LinkedIn. There's nothing even on LinkedIn to look at. Something else I've been doing more recently is whenever I become like pretty good friends with someone, I've been asking for their birthday so I can put it in my calendar. It's like a stupidly simple thing, like this isn't like a tip or anything, it's literally just like when you remember someone's birthday and you call them and they haven't heard from you in a while, it's kind of a cool feeling, you know, that someone was like thinking of you. People like to feel special. They do. It makes them feel good. And a simple phone call can do that. Everyone has time for a birthday phone call, even you. So today we're calling Stefan. He was actually on the channel way back 2 years ago. At the time, one of my biggest videos, Vancouver rent versus Toronto rent. And we toured his apartment. The final positive note of this video, give your friends a phone call, you know?
You have reached.
He didn't answer, but I will call him back and we will wish him a happy birthday. I'll see you next week.